The two ordinary hosts of this podcast are not professionals on parapsychology, extraterrestrials, cryptozoology, nor would they describe themselves as religious or prone to superstition. They'd also like to make it known that this show is not intended for children or those with sensitive sensibilities. Please listen at your own discretion. And remember, the truth is often anecdotal.
Give some snappies, give some clappies. Maybe like maybe one of those. Okay, here we go. The 90s were an interesting time, culturally remembered as the gay 90s or the mauve decade. Perhaps I should mention I'm talking about the 1890s. Many exciting events took place, such as the Spanish-American War, the annexation of Hawaii, and who could forget the Wounded Knee Massacre? Inventions such as the Tesla coil, X-ray, as well as the first cinematography camera came into existence. But even with marvels such as this, how was one expected to be able to contact and speak with someone from beyond the grave? I'm glad you asked. Around this time, a very special piece of equipment was invented to perform such a feat. Consisting of a flat board marked with the letters of the Latin alphabet, the numbers 0 through 9, and later developing the words yes, no, hello, and goodbye. This device utilizes an ever so user-friendly planchette to assist in spelling out words or responses. While talking boards, witchboards, or spirit boards have dated back to an alleged 551 BC, the infamous Ouija board was officially patented in 1891 and, according to some sources, named itself when asked what it should be called. Now, whoever decided to pronounce those letters in that order as Ouija is a mystery we may never solve. Hello, listeners. I am Mr. R.
And I'm Mr. X,
a pair of normal dudes
reading paranormal stories.
Mr. X, have you ever used a Ouija board?
I've used a squeegee.
That's close enough, really. So that's a no on the Ouija board, huh?
Absolutely not. No.
Have you ever tried to contact the dead before?
I don't know who I would try to contact. They're dead. I don't even want to talk to the living. So.
Well, cool. We right before we started the recording, we had both mentioned that we both had surprise stories for each other, so that's kind of exciting.
Oh yeah. We'll get to that when we get to that. But
yeah.
The whole reason we're doing Ouija boards this week is because I was out Christmas shopping and I noticed that they had the Hasbro Ouija on the shelves alongside all the other board games and stuff. And I just recently found out that my partner's family, or at least her sister-in-law and her niece and nephew, are technically Mormon. I thought it'd be a funny gift to get some Mormon kids.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But alas, that will not be happening.
Yeah, it is a funny thought though, and it is the thought that counts.
Yeah, it'd be admittedly a pretty shitty Christmas gift.
Yes. So I am also replacing one of the segments for this episode. Eventually, I'm going to be sharing my screen, and yeah, but that's obviously just for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Audio medium.
But we'll get there when we get there. Who do we want to go first?
I don't remember who went first last time, but one of my stories is very short, so we might as well start there. Okay, so this one is simply titled Ouija Board Story from the Ouija Board Stories subreddit. It was posted 5 years ago, which was 2019, by RJM MJR. And it goes thusly. So I never had a Ouija board experience because I was always told to never play with them. But recently I was at the mall looking for a game called What Do You Meme? As I was looking at the games, right next to them were Ouija boards. Anyway, the worker comes up to me and says, "Hey, you want a Ouija board? I'll give you 50% off." And I was like, no thanks, I'm not looking for a Ouija board. Then she walks away. I thought it was weird because I was clearly looking at the What Do You Meme games. And top it off, The Ouija boards were like $30+ and didn't have no 50% off sign anywhere. Told my family about it, and a few of them said, "What if that was the devil trying to lure me into that?" It's weird, but thought it was worth sharing because I like hearing stories like this as well. That's the whole story. Not really a Ouija board story, but
No, no, but there's definitely a Ouija board involved.
yeah, I mean, Ouija board adjacent, I guess. But what really blew my mind is this was the most popular story ever posted to Ouija board stories. There's a few comments, which I didn't realize until right before we started recording. This story was originally posted 5 years ago, but a lot of these comments are super recent, like within the last few months.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But from what I've come to find looking up these Ouija board stories, is that a lot of these comments are almost exactly the same. They're all just don't mess with Ouija boards,
Right.
which makes reading the comments kind of boring because it just repeats itself. The first comment on this one was posted by someone called Not Lucky but Loved. I believe it. Don't mess with that stuff. Evil spirits do exist. Let's see. There's another one that says, same here, but pretty sure someone want to talk to you. Eh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, that could be a sign that, like, hey, Ouija boards, 50% off. I'm offering. Uh, Calling the poor person who works at this toy store the devil is kind of a stretch, but, whatever.
I
Uh,
do like that idea though. That the devil can manifest himself as a mall employee, but in order to talk with this specific person, he'll need a Ouija board to do so.
I've written similar premises. Yeah. Um, this person, Business Wear 1716, simply said, I will inform you from experience, biggest mistake of your life would be that. To which Limp Ground 702 responded, can you elaborate, please? Which they do not. And then this comment was from a month ago, and I just noticed it right before we started recording too. It's from Pyridoxine Oxide.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Pyridoxine oxide.
Yeah, Pyridoxine Oxide. All right. It says Ouija board music, colon, two women sharing their personal testimonials over industrial rap. It's a link to a YouTube video.
I'm not clicking that
I'm not
link.
clicking it. I haven't clicked it, and I'm not clicking it either. So this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're working with, right? There are hundreds of Ouija board stories, and this is like the caliber of stuff that we're looking at on Reddit, at least. We know that our story finding capabilities don't stretch beyond Reddit, but yeah,
I'm sure there are like actual like forum websites that we could find Ouija board stories on.
they're probably a
I
lot
don't
more
want to.
elaborate and spooky.
Some of these were long.
Yeah. Some of the more popular ones, I had to scroll a few times, and I was like, yeah, no, we're we're not gonna be able to make that work time wise. But
Yeah.
also, just to be honest, I find these stories kind of boring and not very creative. Um,
Yeah.
but just the format of like how naive I guess some of these people are is just kind of funny to me. I was rolling my eyes pretty hard, kind of going through the comments with how many times people say don't mess with Ouija boards. Like you can let a spirit in if you don't close the portal, so on and so
Right.
forth.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
just the same thing over and over again, and I'm like there's like seven other comments on the same post that say the exact same thing. Maybe don't comment. But yeah, that was the first story. Super short. So we can go ahead and move on to the next one. Whatever your first story is, Roger.
So my first story is posted on r/paranormal as of 3 months ago by White Waza. Now that's two Z's in that name, which in Italian would be like kind of a TS sound, so it might be White Watza. The title is Your Thoughts on Me, 35 male, going to use Ouija board for the first time ever and do it alone.
Okay.
I've kind of annotated this one,
Oh, all
uh,
right.
so I'm gonna be throwing my 2 cents in as I read this. My first annotation is my thoughts as a 32-year-old male is that you shouldn't do it at all.
Yeah, this is like 15-year-old girl, kind of like middle school, high school girls at a sleepover kind of activity.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. I am pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy an Ouija board soon. This month or next, I want to try this Ouija board for myself alone because no one wants to do it with me. Plus, I wonder if they quote work alone, no one to push the chips around the board. Did you tell your sensible-minded friends that you'd have chips? Also, multiple times does he reference the Ouija board as un-Ouija board, which is correct, is technically correct.
Yeah, grammatically. I've seen a lot of stories like that, yeah.
Like un-Ouija sounds weird, so
Yeah,
I'm
it's hard to
gonna say
pronounce.
a Ouija. Yeah.
Sure.
He goes on to write, oh, this next part's fucking confusing. Because all of the horror movies and horror stories all over the internet and friends and family.
Yeah, it seems kind of
That's all he wrote.
shoehorned in there. What about them?
Because those things what? What do you mean? I'm a 35-year-old man, and I just can't see how a board with alphabet letters can cause so many people to be wary of them. Alphabet letters, not to be confused with any of the other kinds.
There's alphabet soup.
Would you consider, play with me in this space really quick, would you consider soup to be a liquid form of a Ouija board?
I've seen plenty of horror movies where messages are brought up by these alphabet soup letters and whatnot, but I do not believe that there's one of every letter of the alphabet, at least one. I don't think every letter of the alphabet is in those cans of soup. I think they just make the most aesthetically shaped ones and then leave out
Oh,
all the
okay.
other ones. So I don't think it's possible to spell words with them, but I
Hey, I just
have
looked
to be
this up.
proven wrong. Yeah.
The creator of alphabet soup is unknown. But the earliest known mention of the dish was in 1867, which was before Ouija boards were patented.
Well, there you go. It was a test. It was
Yeah,
what do you call
a
that? A
prototype.
prototype. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. They had put a hole in their spoon and they'd kind of hover it around the bowl. Okay, continuing. I'm a bit skeptic, to be honest, but at the same time, I kind of do believe you can definitely feel a chill sometimes, and a place can feel creepy.
Sure.
So, I have watched some videos on how to, quote, safely use an Ouija board. Not sure how to make a protective circle, though, lol. Now that is what makes me feel silly. That's what makes you feel silly as a 35-year-old man?
Hold on. I'm imagining now, after that last sentence, this 35-year-old man. I can't imagine what he looks like. I'm just gonna imagine it's you.
Okay.
You're a bigger guy with a full beard. Just walking in to a toy store or the toy section at Target, looking through the board games, finding a Ouija board. Some employee is like sweeping up the floor nearby, and you ask, "Have you ever used a Ouija board?" And the employee looks at you and says, "No." And you say, "Oh, do you think they'd work?" And the employee says, "I just told you I've never used one." And you say, "Oh." And then you say, "None of my friends want to do this with me. Would you like to do it with me since neither of us have experienced a Ouija board?" And then the employee walks away because, as a 35-year-old man in the toy section of any store, asking if someone else wants to use a Ouija board with you, you are the creep and should feel silly.
Let's go ahead and make a flat rule in that if you're over the age of, I'm going to go ahead and actually lowball it here and say like 16, don't ask any stranger if they want to play any game ever.
Fair.
Unless you're maybe in like a, like a comic book store that does like Magic the Gathering.
Like a, oh my God, what are those
like
called?
A game shop.
Yeah, like a game shop. Which they do. You can go to a game shop and just play board games with people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God, could you imagine showing up to a game shop and like shoving someone's like Scrabble out of the way and putting down a Ouija board. A Ouija board.
And requesting they like turn off all the lights so you can light your candles and
Yeah. I
just do
also
the whole
brought
thing.
all these candles. Can I light these in here? And they're like, "That's a safety hazard. We're not going to do that."
Yeah, no. Yeah, because this is definitely a game that you play in your home in the dark.
Right. Well, originally it was a parlor game. Like it was something you would do to like trick your friends.
Well, I mean, that's still what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes on to say, I guess Ouija boards are very closely linked to witchcraft and psychics, crystal ball, palm readers, and fortune tellers, or people that think they can talk to the dead. You guessed that? Why do we need the Ouija board at all? Can't the spirits just do what they want without the permission of an Ouija board? If Zozo is so bad, surely he can just get what he wants without the need of Ouija boards. Are you familiar with Zozo?
No.
Zozo is, I guess religiously he's a fallen angel turned demon, I guess. But his name was popularized in the film I Am Zozo, a movie that features that demon trying to contact some kids via a Ouija board. So I assume this writer watched that movie and was like, "Oh!"
This is the second time we've read a story that references like a shitty movie that no one's ever seen.
Yeah.
All right.
Except for Redditors. So I am not expecting much to happen, but what if it does? Does anyone here have anything they want to say before I go ahead and do this? I don't even have any family members that have died. Who would I expect to be, quote, contacted? I'm pretty sure it's just going to be 20 pounds spent, pounds European currency, spent to prove myself Ouija boards ain't really scary. I hope.
Oh man, you know what? I didn't even realize that this was a British guy. So a lot of the the grammatical stuff makes a lot more sense now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But this post has 124 comments, and I'm positive 120 of them are don't mess with Ouija boards.
I would be willing to take that bet, but that would require at least one of us to count them.
I didn't even read any of these before we started, so.
Some of them are kind of long.
Oh yeah, this first one here is pretty long. Oh yeah, I did read this first one. It's a guy who's like, I collect antique Ouija boards, and he literally goes into the history of Ouija boards and spirit boards. So we can skip that one because we already got it off Wikipedia.
Oh, it should be mentioned. Ouija boards don't have to be bought.
Yeah, you could just make one.
You could like we were joking about the soup, but that isn't out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah. I googled Ouija boards, and literally one of the first options was just online Ouija boards. So I guess you could do it by yourself, but I guess people just want to see something physical move on its own, and I'm like,
look, we're all looking for a miracle. Okay, whether that comes in the form of a dead person speaking to you through a piece of wood, or getting a promotion that you know you deserve. Like, we all want something magical to happen.
Now, let's be honest. Do you think Hasbro is releasing the Ouija board on solid wood anymore? Or is it just like a cardboard
definitely
fold
not.
out?
Absolutely not.
But a land commented, there are so many testimonies of people who were curious just like you and didn't do it right. And then they had to go through so much shit. It's not worth it. It's probably not worth the 20 pounds.
White Waza responded to that, and now that I know he's British, it's going to be easier to kind of get through this. Very true. I have read the stories online, and they just and are they just stories? I will take it seriously and learn how to make a protective circle. I will be polite and not anger the spirits. I will treat this as the real deal. Weird, actually. Weird. I actually feel a presence is here whilst I write this. I'm at work right now on my phone typing this. I work alone in a spray booth. What's a spray booth? Okay, it's a town but near the coast. What? Maybe I'll do the Ouija board here in my workstation, not my home. Rather a ghost watch me type on my phone than my boss. Someone asks, what's a spray booth? Like a spray tan? White Waza says, think of a place where people spray paint cars. Oh, spray paint cars. Okay.
Must not be getting a lot of business at the spray booth.
Yeah, right.
Okay, well, I guess let's move on to my next one.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Go ahead and do this one. This is from, I don't know why it was in this subreddit. You okay there?
I'm fine. Sorry, I was reading something and it made me laugh.
All right. I don't know why this was posted to this subreddit, but it was posted to the Glitch in the Matrix subreddit 8 years ago. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's username. But the story is titled Ouija Board Picked Correct Lottery Numbers. This is another short one. So, in 1989, I was 19 and living with my twin sis. We had a friend over for hours and got out the Ouija board out of boredom. No TV, no cell phones at the time. Talked to a kid who said he died by drowning, asked him several things, then got the idea to ask for the lottery numbers. We were all poor. He gave us the numbers, and I and our friend drove about 5 minutes to the nearest gas station. We filled out the numbers, and when we handed them to the cashier, he looked at them and said, "You think they're going to repeat?" What? They just drew these numbers 15 minutes ago. Went back home freaked out. Used the board 3 more nights. Those times, we got to the store before the drawings were made. All 3 times, we had 3 of the numbers, but only enough to get a free ticket. No money. Kid said he wanted to show us his powers, but couldn't affect anything in our life to win us money. The first time, he knew we would be late, and the other 3 times, he let us get 3 numbers because he knew we would only get another ticket, no money. When we asked if there were only good people where he was, he said no, good and bad, and that he was often scared. That was a a little bit of a turn at the end there, but
Right?
what is this, a fucking genie that they're talking to? When you can't win the money, like I'd be so pissed. But yeah, even on this story on the glitch in the Matrix, most of the comments are just don't mess with Ouija boards. Someone even gives like a whole history on like a Catholic visionary. But let's see. I'll read the first comment. Astrolabe 11 commented, "That's amazing and really creepy. I know you didn't ask for advice. I'm going to give it anyways. I strongly advise staying well away from those things. I believe you're telling the truth. I'm sure they can be fun, but I think they are dangerous. And you never know who you're really speaking to. Remember that the best lies are the ones hidden between 2 truths, and bad spirits often mimic dead people in order to make you think you're talking to a loved one, etc. When actually, you just open a back door for a world of demons to get in. Good luck, though, and thanks for sharing." Uh, that's another thing. I think a lot of these people who are like super afraid of Ouija boards seem very religious. It's like always
Well,
demons coming in.
yeah, that's kind of the thing, though. The Venn diagram between those who believe in an afterlife and those who believe they can be harmed by demons.
Sure, I guess that's true. Someone named Ioness responded to that saying, "Agreed, be careful with Ouija boards. If you don't open and close a session correctly, you can end up letting demons into your home." I remember my mother telling me not to play with Ouija boards, and she's not even a believer. Am skeptic myself, but I'd never mess with Ouija boards. Which I guess, I haven't even answered that question. Would you mess with a Ouija board?
No.
And you never have you?
I never have. And that's not to say like it's because I find them to be like a waste of time or just like a silly trick you can play.
Just too
I'm
many letters.
I'm always worried about being wrong. And if me being wrong can lead to, I don't know, demons, I don't want to take that chance.
Sure. I mean, I guess I personally wouldn't mess with them either, but it just doesn't seem fun to me. It's just like a group of people messing with each other. I'd much rather
Well,
play
my thing would be like, what do you ask, right? Because it's always, I mean, like, if you were genuinely, like, if you went somewhere and you were with a group of people who knew what they were doing and you were convinced that a place was haunted, right? You put down a Ouija board. You could ask questions that pertain to that location, like who are you? Did you grow up here? How did you die? What is your name? Right? Like how old are you? That kind of stuff. But if I was doing it at my own house, I'd be like, do you have balls? Like, like I don't know. I feel like I'd get goofy with it and then
Like,
smited somehow.
are you always watching me? Should I buy more
Yeah.
Febreze for the bathroom? Apparently, you can't ask for lottery numbers, so that's out the window. I
Yeah,
can't win
a
money with it.
shame.
I'm not gonna play it.
Sorry, the highest eagle left a comment that says, "Sounds like you saw Stranger Things and are making this up, but if it's true, that's pretty crazy."
I mean, this was 30 something years ago at this point,
Right.
but sure. I mean, I guess they could have just been copying Stranger Things. The comment right above that by My Life is Grayscale said this happened to a YouTube, Natalia Taylor. It was a huge jackpot, and every number was one off. Yeah, it's also happened to me too, bud.
I'm not familiar with that YouTube.
Me neither, but I am not
Hmm.
gonna look it up.
No, me either.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If you can't ask for the lottery numbers, what's the point of even using a Ouija board?
Could you ask for a sports almanac?
For oh no, it's already passed, Roger. That was 2015.
Oh,
No going back
shit!
now.
Fuck! Okay, fine.
Uh, all right. I guess we can move on from that story. There's no other comments there.
Okay. So, my next story is a close one. This was provided by my good friend and roommate Jenna.
Oh,
I had brought up that this next episode was going to be about Ouija boards, and she was like, "You could use mine," and I was like, "Your what?" She's like, "My Ouija board story," and I was like, "What Ouija board story?" So I had her write this up, and I am going to read it now.
can I just say, Jenna looks like someone who would have used a Ouija board.
So you'll be surprised then by the contents of this story. Back in 2012, on a late night Walmart run, my two friends and sister tried to convince me that buying a Ouija board would make our night so much better. I adamantly refused this idea, very coolly listing off all the potential dangers that come with using one, and eventually all three of them let it go. Cut to about 2 hours later. I leave my room, and they have created their own Ouija board out of poster board and have lit candles all over the living room. Mind you, we all already knew the house was haunted, and we all knew most of the activity was in my room. At this point, it is too late to stop them. All I can do is sit by and supervise. One of my friends had pulled up an app called, quote, Ghost Radar, which would really just say random words here and there. But this time, it was getting eerily specific to the questions they were asking. Questions like, who are you afraid of? And the answer being, Dad. As well as, where is your dad? Answered with, the attic. Mind you, most nights I would hear loud banging, like someone pounding their fists down on the attic floor, which was also right above my bed. I begged them to stop at this point. It was getting too intense, and the homemade planchette was moving all over the board rapidly. The candles flickered wildly before they all blew out at once, punctuated by a series of loud bangs coming from the kitchen. My sister and I were the only two brave enough to inspect the sound, and upon entering the kitchen, we found that every single cabinet door and drawer had been flung open. I remember seeing silverware on the floor and feeling nauseated at the force at which the drawer must have been opened with for them to have landed there. We burned that board the same night, and none of us have touched one since. While what happened to us was fairly mild, it could have ended up much worse. Never play with Ouija boards, I promise. It's never going to be worth it. And that is the end of her story.
I'm sorry. When did you say that happened?
2012. So we would have been
Just out of high school.
just out of high school, yeah.
Is Janet the same age?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, she insists that she's not the same age. She insists that I'm much, much older than her. But for 9 months, we were 31 together. So,
Wait. Oh, yeah. You just turned 32, huh?
yeah.
Okay. You know what? People have been asking me because I'm the youngest person where I work, and they're all like, "How old are you?" And I've been like 30, 32. I thought I was 32 for a long time, and then I was filling out paperwork recently, and it filled out automatically online and was like, "You're 31." And I was like, "Oh, I guess that makes sense." Um,
You could have asked your twin brother. Maybe he would know.
yeah, he probably has to fill out those dates a lot more often. Where did this take place? Because she's from uh, damn it,
You got
it's
this.
uh,
No, you got it.
shit,
Hey, give me a dirty water,
Long
dog.
Island.
Long Island. That's right.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, she's
I
from Long
almost
Island.
said
So this
Staten
happened
Island
in,
and then Coney
I
Island,
think,
and then
a place called Montauk.
that makes it a little creepier though, because that like part of the country is so much older, and
Oh yeah, definitely a lot more dead people.
being that close to the ocean, the ocean, it's no good.
The ocean's probably very haunted, right?
Oh, absolutely. Not only are there so many dead people that have died in the ocean, just imagine all the ghost fish.
Oh, I didn't even think about animals.
Yeah, we'll have to do ghost animals at some point. Uh, I, you know what? I know there are like ghost cat and dog stories and stuff like probably more ghost cat stories. Are there ghost fish stories? Do people have like
um, ghost pet stories. I just want to see if that's. That immediately took me. Immediately took me to a Reddit page.
was there are ghost pets?
So unfortunately, it's r/ghosts, but
Mhm.
there's a post that says, "I need your animal ghost stories." You know what? Since we're talking about it, and Jenna is the subject, we've definitely heard her late cat in this house.
Huh.
I won't get into the story, but the cat that she owned whenever we moved to this duplex had passed away, and every now and then, before we got the two cats that we have now, we would definitely hear Loki was her name upstairs, or like in another room.
Like a little bell or just like a little pitter patter.
No, both. Well, not a pitter patter. But she had a bell on her collar, and she had a very distinct meow.
Hmm.
But yeah, there'd be times where we'd have to look at each other and be like, "Would you hear that? What was that?"
What? Well, I guess haunted shit just follows Jenna, huh?
I guess so. Maybe she's the problem.
Maybe Jenna is a ghost.
Oh man, actually, you know what? If someone approached me and said that and like proved it, I don't know how surprised I'd be.
Yeah, you've been paying rent on that duplex all by yourself.
That's why I have no money.
Explains a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, there's no comments on Jenna's little story there, unless Jenna had some extra comments on top of the story.
I wish she did. I asked her about it a little bit. She was like, "Did you read the story?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Is it bad?" And I was like, "No, it's not a bad story." And she's like, "Is it poorly written?" And I was like, "You need to calm down."
It's certainly more eventful
than any story we find on Reddit.
I've had. Yeah.
Oh no, it has like a beginning. It has like rising action and a climax, and then kind of an epilogue
and a warning to heed.
Yeah, and there's a warning at the end. Don't use them.
Yeah, we didn't even need comments for that.
Yeah, she didn't need comments. There it is. That's all they would have been.
Well, thank Jenna for the story.
I'll be sure to let her know. She doesn't listen to this, so we could say whatever we want.
Jenna.
Here we go.
Smells.
Ooh,
probably
man. I call her stinky sometimes, and then she throws it in my face that I don't have a sense of smell.
Oh, so you wouldn't even know?
I'd have no idea.
You're not even the person to make this joke to.
No.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to my last little story here. Oh, I gotta send it to the chat real quick. Hold on one second.
Oh, okay.
Find it. So this one is from the True Scary Stories subreddit, posted by Unfair Art 6590, titled "A Ouija Summon a Little Girl." Now, Roger, I'm gonna have you read this, just for the fun of it. Go ahead and give that a try.
All right. Oh, so it's a challenge. I see.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Unfair Art 6590. A Ouija summon a little girl. Now, yes, I was in college. I invited There's no punctuation in this.
Not at all.
Now, yes, I was in college. I invited some of my friends, Ryan and Copper. We decided to play a couple of board games. Then we decided to play the Ouija. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we had the lights on. It's above stairs. Oh yeah, our college had a basement for some reason. So we said, are there any spirits in this room? And went straight to yes twice, like the dementia or something. And we thought nothing of it. We asked its name. It was Susie, most boring name ever. We asked, how did it die? It said in the basement. He said, which basement? Because the school had multiple basements. It said number 3. We are a number 2. We decide to get we decide to get a little panicked. We asked, how did it die? It said from a sword. This school was built in 1945, the same year World War II ended. But why would it have a sword? So we decided to go check basement number 3. And what do you know it? What? And what do you know it? We saw a sword against the wall, but it was like hovering, like like it was like pinning somebody against the wall. Then we quickly realized, I think she's still there. Run back to our room. I said, can we end this game? It said yes, so we never played again. End of story.
No,
Holy shit.
it just click on Unfair Art's profile and
Okay.
look under their posts.
Let's see. Unfair Arts posts.
And whatever's not removed or deleted, they are all written like that. They're all just like a single paragraph with absolutely no punctuation.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Luckily, the very kind Raymond 30 went ahead and editorialized the story for us so we can get a coherent version of it. So,
Oh whoa, look at that.
yeah. So it goes. Back in college, I invited my friends Ryan and Cooper over to my dorm for a night of board games. After a few rounds, we decided to spice things up by playing with a Ouija board. It was around 2 a.m., and we were in my room upstairs. For some reason, our college had multiple basements, and we thought nothing of it as we set the scene with the lights on. We began by asking, are there any spirits in the room? To our surprise, the planchette moved straight to yes, twice, as if it was confirming its presence emphatically. F. He even punched up the vocabulary.
Yeah.
At first, we shrugged it off, treating it like a silly game. We asked the spirit its name, and it spelled out Susie. We chuckled, thinking it was a pretty mundane name for a ghost. Curiosity got the better of us, so we asked, how did you die? The planchette moved slowly, spelling out, in the basement. Confused, Cooper asked, which basement? Since our school had several. The board responded with, number 3. We realized we were in basement number 2, and a chill ran down our spines. We started to feel uneasy, but pressed on. How did you die? We asked again. The planchette spelled out, from a sword. This puzzled us even more. The school was built in 1945, the same year World War II ended. Why would there be a sword involved? Despite our growing fear, we decided to check out basement number 3. As we cautiously entered, our flashlights flickered over something metallic. There, against the wall, was a sword. But it wasn't just lying there, it was hovering, as if pinning an invisible figure against the wall. The air around it felt heavy and charged. Suddenly it hit us. Susie was still there, her spirit trapped. Panic set in, and we bolted back to our room, our hearts pounding. Once we were safely inside, I blurted out, can we end this game? The planchette moved to yes. We never touched the Ouija board again. The memory of the night lingered, a chilling reminder of the unseen and unknown. Thanks, Raymond 30.
Listen, Raymond underscore 30. If
Is a
you could
saint.
go ahead and edit all of the posts we have to read for this podcast.
That would be great. Let's
Yeah.
see. The original story was from 6 months ago, and the comment was posted 6 months ago as well. I'm curious now what Raymond's Reddit is like here.
Okay. Check it out.
A lot of stuff in creepy stories, no sleep, Uh, well, it seems like he posts his own stuff. I want to see if
Okay.
almost all of his comments are him just fixing people's stories. Uh,
uh,
no, but that would have been hilarious.
that would have been
Uh,
good.
yeah, so this story was pretty eventful too, thanks to Raymond 30. But no, I thought it would be hilarious to have you read that with absolutely no punctuation.
Oh, I'm very glad you did. There's a couple comments uh, that express our frustration with it.
Oh yeah, from Sci-Fi Junkie 3, punctuation in paragraphs would make your story so much easier to read. I'm not even gonna try that username. Another comment here says, "Was this post written by a ghost using a Ouija board? I had a seizure trying to read it." Another one here.
Scusase ti amo.
Uh,
Sorry, that was the name of that commenter.
oh yeah. I had a stroke trying to read it.
Read his name.
And then the only other comment here is someone asking if they can use it for their YouTube channel, which I took as
That's
a okay to use it here.
oh, that's good. Yes. Well, if they could use it, I don't see why not us.
Oh, you know what? There's one part I don't think Raymond edited in his little version, but Don Quixote Deli Muncher commented, "I think you meant demon and not dementia. Overall horrifying story. Did you ever read up on the history of the building if the murder was reported?" No, because I'm positive this guy made it up. He has a lot of stories on his Reddit, so I think they're just a prolific storyteller, but not prolific with grammar.
No, unfortunately not.
Uh, I had I found a few other stories, but we can save those for another Ouija themed episode. Um,
Okay.
so I think that's gonna do it for our stories for this week. What was that segment that you had lined up?
Okay. So I found an alternate to that segment,
Ooh.
but I'll pitch the first one. Let's see. I'm going to screen share my screen.
Oh,
Okay. So you can see this webpage, right?
yes.
Okay, so on brainjar.com, DHTML Ouija, I have in front of me a virtual Ouija board. And we are prompted up at the top to ask your question. What question should I ask?
Ask for the lottery numbers.
What are the lottery numbers
Going to be. It's
Oh,
genie rules here.
going to be? Right. Not just any lottery numbers. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. So, in order for this to work, you have to hover your mouse over the planchette to kind of give it a more realistic. What? Uh-oh.
What's going
Uh-oh.
on?
I I think the webpage is broken. The
It's like
planchette is
drifting
hovering
away from
off the board.
Yeah.
It is spelling something, though.
Wait, it's spelling something, but it's not even hovering over the
Yeah,
board?
yeah. Look at
Oh,
the bottom.
maybe. Okay.
It's spelling out a response. Maybe this is slow. I didn't think it was going to be this slow.
Oh, is it gonna say maybe later? Is this an 8 ball? Are they both by Hasbro?
Are Magic 8 Balls by Hasbro?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay, so yeah, maybe later was the answer to that. I'm gonna refresh the page, see if we get the planchette back on track here. There we go. Oh, all the ads loaded in this time as well.
I was hovering over the ad. That's why.
Oh,
Man, it's why is it so hard to find this information? Okay, I'm gonna give up on that. What
okay.
what other question should we?
Let's try something like something easy. Like what's my name? I'm asking this virtual Ouija board. What's my name? Okay, it's starting with an N. Oh, N-O. N-O-T? Not. Oh, there's more.
Not
N-O, okay,
sure. Oh no.
not, oh. Is it gonna say not seen? Okay.
Is it still going? Oh no, okay.
No,
Not
that's
seen.
it.
What a boring. Okay. Ask them if they know any famous dead people.
Do you know any famous dead people? Ask.
Just straight to no.
It as the crow flies, straight to no.
What a boring ass game.
Wants to listen to my podcast.
Oh,
That's not a no. It's L.
it's gonna spell out loser. Oh,
L-E
A.
A leave. Oh, Leave space. Is it gonna say leave me alone?
It's looking like it.
Yeah, leave me space.
Oh,
Leave me N-O. Leave me no. Oh, leave me now. Okay.
okay.
Well, yeah, the Ouija board has spoken. Unfortunately, we have to leave that now. When you click on goodbye, by the way,
Yeah.
on this virtual Ouija board, it takes you to an under construction webpage.
Where'd you find this?
It's the first link from Google.
Wow.
Alternatively, X, I want you. I'm gonna send a link. This might run long. We could cut one of the segments if we want. This is a Reddit page. You might be familiar with Ask Reddit. This is a Reddit page called Ask Ouija.
I did see this, yeah.
Okay. I don't know who answers for Ouija on Reddit unless it's spirits, but the answers are like the questions are kind of funny, but the answers make them way more funny.
So from what I've seen, if you click on the comments, each individual user will contribute a letter from their Ouija board. It also looks like they'll just post the answer right there, so you don't even have to like scroll through the comments. You can just see what people have said. Oh man, do we want to just pick one from random?
Yeah, just let's pick a few each. You go first.
Okay, I'm just gonna blindly click something. Who really killed the UHC CEO?
Oh no.
The Ouija says society.
We live in a society.
Yes.
The Joker did it. Let's see. Ask Ouija. The question is, what makes blind people horny? Ouija says bees.
Bees?
Bees? Bees. Okay.
Oh man, hold on. Let me pull this up on my phone so I can. Okay, this one says vaccines don't kill children. Blank kills children. Ouija says Anakin.
Anakin hit. Yeah, no, definitely, objectively, does kill children. Some of these don't have answers, unfortunately. Like they have responses in the comments.
Yeah.
But no definitive answer has been given.
It's, some of these are a little cringy.
Well, yeah.
Here, I do like this one. Apparently, Ouija is a social commentator. It says, my son can't go to school because he's allergic to blank. Ouija says, bullets.
Damn, that's good.
A group of boomers is called a blank. What do you think a group of boomers is called?
Oh, we should have made this a game. This is good. A group of boomers is called a carpet.
Ouija says cemetery.
That's man, the internet's so much funnier than me.
Oh man.
Spell out the longest word in the English language. I believe in you.
Isn't that the
Ouija
phobia
says
of long words?
No.
No, I have no idea what Ouija would answer.
Oh no, they answered no.
Oh shit. Here's one. Roses are red, chocolate is brown, never blank. Ouija says, gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. It they went there. It's a very long answer.
My blank made me come twice in a row.
What? Grandma?
The internet has chosen pasta as the answer.
Oh. Okay. Oh man, I just had one. Where the hell did it go? So I'll make this my last one. If I had a nickel for every time I had sex, I would have blank. To which Ouija just says, debt.
Debt. Ah, man,
Yeah.
I was gonna guess something like debt.
I can't think of a
eviction notice.
There's a lot of good stuff on this one. And there are a lot that the questions are kind of, because a lot of these unanswered ones, the questions just kind of don't make any sense. Like, what did this one say? The train is loaded. We're going to blank. No answer. Only 13 comments. Let's see what one of these in progress looks like. L.A. Oh.
Oh, it's L.A.
No. Laid Town.
Ah, yes, off to Laid Town.
Yeah, that saying everybody says.
Everyone gets together at the bar, and before getting drunk, they say, I'm on the train to Laid Town. Can that be the name of the episode?
On the train to Laid Town? Yeah, let's. I can remember that, yeah.
Very confusing out of context. All right, that's going to have to do it for this Ouija board themed episode. If you have any supernatural stories of your own, you could submit them to us for this show in the comments below. Are the comments below on Spotify?
I don't know, but you can leave a comment on Spotify. Just let us know if you have any theories or any experiences with Ouija boards, or you just you want to tell us how bad we are. We'll take that. Yeah, that's engagement. Yeah,
it's engagement.
Well, all right. We've been a Paranormal Dudes, ever in need of stories to intrigue, perplex, and maybe even frighten. So remember, if you can't explain it, post about it. And until next time, stay tuned and stay haunted.